Hey girls, how you doing? Let's do another pick a card. And today is going to be what would happen if you meet again. I think yesterday we did what did they feel when they met you, but now it's about meeting again. What would happen? So let's have two piles. We're going to continue with that tarot deck, the Rider Tarot, and then we develop, of course. Okay, so 1, 2, 1, 2. Pile number 1, what would happen if you meet again? The Moon, King of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. Wow. So if you were to meet again, first of all, it would be the perfect timing because the universe said that it's time for you to be at the same place at the same time. And you have like a gift from the universe. You may have not been in touch for quite a while, and that's okay, but you had time to mature. And now is the right time to reconnect again. So a lot of introspection have happened since then. I think also the moon is very romantic. It's time to reveal the truth, to reveal the feelings that you have for each other. Maybe if there were some lies, it's the right time to actually come clean. The reason why I'm saying that is because we have a King of Wands here. King of Wands, I learned to appreciate that kind of people. Is someone who stay very how can I say, superficial, and it's bad me kind of things because they don't want to get hurt. They don't want to allow anyone too close to their heart. So they stay superficial so that nobody knows nothing. Everyone knows the name, oh, they're here, they're out there, they're just like, but nobody really knows their heart. So now it's time to come clean because now is the right timing. Okay, so let's have more information on that one. Interesting. So what do we have here? We have the 6 of cups. Yeah, Sunday morning. Yeah. Ooh, 6 of cups. So again, it's a past love coming back to you. So it's not anybody. It's very romantic. And maybe they will come clean and say, well, actually, at that time I was falling in love with you. But I walked away because I was not ready, because it was too real. And I didn't want that because I was too afraid to get really hurt. So if they would meet again, that's what would happen. Okay, revelation time. Chariot, absolutely, because now they open their heart. That is an emperor in the making. The chariot is what the emperor uses to go toward the empress. Of course, there's no gender in tarot, you see what I'm saying. Okay, so it's just an idea of now it's time to speed up and come clean and say everything. The emperor opened the heart. The emperor is showing his vulnerability, the opposite of the King of Wands, right? Amazing. So that's what will happen if you meet again. Death card, yes, because it's a rebirth. It's the end of the King of Wands and the birth of the emperor. Amazing. Okay, so a lot of love to say. Yeah, temperance. You meant to meet together. Temperance is maybe going piano this time, testing the temperature of the water, as you can see here, before you jump in the water. It's just balancing, the emotion within ourselves, between each other. But you meant to be. The universe wants you together. You have the backup of the universe, you know what I'm saying? Queen of Pentacles, of course, because you are always perceived as someone who wants to build. You want to commit yourself. You commit yourself to your friendship, to your work, to a relationship. You don't want just a bit of a woman, that's it. I mean, some people want that, and that's fine, no judgment. But you know that kind of person. You like to build a relationship. And with an emperor now, it's possible. Because before it was just a King of Wands, and that is not safe enough for you. You want something stable. And that's what you're going to have, okay? Beautiful. So that's what would happen if you meet again. So let's see pile number 2. Let's see what happened there. We have the 3 of Pentacles. We have the 8 of Cups. And then we have the 2 of Cups. Beautiful. So yeah, maybe there was a frustration, to say the least. It was not really happening. You could sense there was potential there, but it just wasn't flowing. It's just sometimes that doesn't happen. And you think, I do everything well. Yeah, you do, but the timing is not correct. The universe doesn't agree with that moment, okay? So when you have the 8 of Cups, it's an idea as well, necessity to have an extra introspection and to let go of something. That person, as you can see, carry, all the weight of the world on their shoulder. You can see they walk like this, like they cannot even breathe almost. So it is time for that person to actually do an introspection and drop whatever is still in their heart, maybe some residue from a past relationship or from the childhood. Of course, it's different layers of knowledge. Sometimes you think, oh, I'm done now, I'm completely done, and then you realize, no, you're not. So, just don't get frustrated, because the, how can I say, subconscious reveal things to the conscious when it's safe for you to embrace. Something better to not know about them because you would probably have a nervous breakdown or something like that. So the subconscious does things properly, only reveal to the conscious what you can handle. Okay, so maybe you're frustrated because you feel it's still going on, something going on, but you can't really push it out. It's not the right time. Now, soon it will be, because we have that reconciliation, or that partnership, or that reunion. You are the Mr. and Mrs., or two Mrs. and two Misters, doesn't matter, no gender, none of that in the tarot. It's an idea of giving equally to each other. Wow, so that's what would happen if they meet again. I mean, amazing. Yeah, it's actually with the 9 of Pentacles, is receive the fruit of your labor. You are someone who's been working really hard and at all level to actually progress, to better yourself. And at the end of the day, you maintain that grace and that elegance of your heart. So you always have a very open heart attitude towards people. But maybe not everyone is ready to be like that. So they're inspired by you because you managed to do that, even though you went through hell and back, right? So yeah, you felt left in the cold at the time, but you always knew, number 5, that you belong to each other. But maybe you were kind of looking somewhere else, not being willing to engage just yet. You were distracting yourself, or maybe you had to distract yourself because maybe there was priority, for example, with your family or with work, of course, but now we're getting somewhere. Okay, so yeah, as a magician, you're manifesting each other again. You maybe was wearing a mask at some point, and we all do that to a certain degree in the society. That is not a great thing, but it happened. All right, so what do we have? Yeah, healing that inner child. The 4th sword is a soul, is a home. Maybe there was thing going on at home and they had to clear it. That's why it's frustrating for you, because it's kind of like this kind of period is when you have to really acknowledge certain things, you have to deal with the past trauma, and you have to let go of it. And then you can have the idea of reunion. But you feel like you know each other in more depth this time. You have time to work on yourself. You have time to wonder about this union or not. You have time to do all kind of things, but you're manifesting each other. King of Pentacles, yes. It's an idea of a stability, want to build, want to commit yourself. The King of Pentacles, my female, doesn't matter, is someone who respects everybody equally, and is really very much important that the equality here is like the 2 of Cups, is equal, 1 each. Very important for the King of Pentacles. And the Queen of Swords, yeah, maybe at some point you were a little bit tight, a little bit kind of annoyed, and you was like, one more time and I cut you off. So they could feel that they had to come clean and do the work, because maybe they found themselves a bit in a is your last chance kind of thing. So they had to do something in order to open up and really come from the heart. That's what happened. That what will happen if they meet you again. We're getting there. Okay, on the note, have a beautiful day and I'll see you tomorrow. Ciao.